This House will certainly recall that on 5th July 2024, Honorable Rajesh Bhagwan was suspended for the day sitting and the ensuing 5 sittings. On 9 July 2024, Honorable Ehsan Juman was suspended for the day sitting and the ensuing 6 sittings. And on July 12, 2024, Honorable Joanna Bérenger was suspended for the day sitting and the ensuing 3 sittings. Despite their suspensions, at the sitting of 18 July 2024, Honorable Joanna Bérenger, Honorable Rajesh Bhagwan, and Honorable Ehsan Juman have forcefully made their way to the door of the chamber in breach of the standing orders, whilst they were not allowed to have access to any part of the precincts of the House, which includes all parts of the building on a sitting day. According to report submitted by the Sergeant at Arms, when refused access, the 3 suspended honourable members stated that they had received a convocation to attend the sitting by email from the office of the clerk. After verification, it has been confirmed that no such convocation had been addressed to them. This gross disorderly conduct was aggravated by the fact that the honourable members not only obstructed proceedings of the Assembly, but also found it apt to insult the newly elected Speaker in a language that has no place in Hansard. This occurred whilst I was making my way to my office from the chamber after I had suspended the sitting by reason of the great disorder that had paralyzed the proceedings of the Assembly. I leave this important matter to the appreciation of the House. As my third announcement, I shall now address the issue of the waiving of suspension of Honorable Joanna Bérenger, Honorable Rajesh Bhagwan, and Honorable Ehsan Juman from the service of the Assembly. One can only regret that the Honourable Leader of Opposition has limited his endeavour to have the said suspensions waived to mere statements made in the press, rather than by following established procedures which are clearly laid down in our standing orders. Let me remind the House that the Speaker cannot, on his own volition, reverse or otherwise deal with the resolutions of the Assembly which suspended the said honourable members from the service of the Assembly. The said suspensions may only be dealt with by resolution of the Assembly following the appropriate motion being made in accordance with our standing orders. The onus is now on the honourable members who stand suspended from the service of the Assembly to tender unreserved apologies to the House or for an appropriate motion to be made in the House by their colleagues. I deplore the approach taken by the Honourable Leader of the Opposition, who has chosen to throw ultimatums on the House in the press. That is, that the opposition shall abdicate from its role in the Assembly at today's sitting unless and until the suspension of honourable members is lifted, whilst being oblivious to due process established by standing orders and practice. For Parliament to properly function, the participation of members of the opposition in the business of the Assembly is essential. I will also leave that to the appreciation of the House.